Tottenham and Jose Mourinho have been fined by UEFA. Foyth talks about his future. Tottenham have just had to shut down the player recruitment department, which means the summer transfer plans have now been put on hold. And the Super League Grand Final could be at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium later this year. Welcome back to another video. Hope you're keeping safe and well. Today is the 1st of April. I'm going to go through all of the Tottenham news over the last 24 hours. Let's start with a report out by the Sun newspaper, and they are stating that Tottenham have been fined £18,000 after UEFA blamed manager Jose Mourinho for the Champions League game against RB Leipzig at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium on the 19th of Feb was slightly delayed. UEFA have deemed Mourinho to be responsible for the minor delay, fining the club and warning Mourinho over his future conduct. A statement read, "The Control, Ethics and Disciplinary Body have decided to fine Tottenham Hotspur €20,000, which is £18,000, for being responsible for a late kick-off. The above fine must be paid within 90 days of communication of this decision. To warn Tottenham Hotspur coach Jose Mourinho for being responsible for the late kick-off, and Tottenham Hotspur ensures that the coach is personally informed of this decision." Former Arsenal and England player Paul Merson, now TV pundit on Sky Sports, has been talking all about Jose Mourinho and Tottenham, and he has stated that he thinks that Tottenham are going to be a lot more defensively improved when football will return. Of course, Tottenham have played 26 games in all competitions under Jose Mourinho so far this season, conceding 38 goals. Paul Merson said the following on Sky Sports: "Mark my words, next year or whenever football begins again, Mourinho's playing style will be different. Spurs won't be letting in 2 or 3 goals per game, that's for sure. Jose will be making sure he gets that right. The hardest thing in football is to create a team that scores goals one end and doesn't let them in the other. It's impossible, but Mourinho has done that in parts over the years." Earlier today, Jose Mourinho was on an exercise bike at Hotspur Way, watching on screen every single Tottenham player training at home during this coronavirus pandemic. He is doing video calls to host virtual training sessions. If you haven't seen the video, it is available on Tottenham Hotspur's Twitter page. A report out today from Football Insider, and former Tottenham midfielder Michael Brown is claiming that Jose Mourinho is not comfortable with his squad as the Tottenham cracks widen further amid doubts over the futures of Harry Kane and Jan Vertonghen. The article states that Brown believes that Mourinho will be looking at changing up his squad when the transfer market reopens, suggesting he is yet to find a system that works for him. Michael Brown is then quoted in saying, "They'll always be looking to improve, but I think it's still hard for Jose Mourinho. Within the group of players that he's got, he's not set on a particular system. He's tried a 4 and 5 at the back. Yes, you would say sometimes you have to change it, particularly against certain opposition coming your way, but in an ideal scenario, you get to a level where you don't need to do that very rarely. He's obviously not comfortable with the full personnel that he's got available, and I think he will be looking to get 1 or 2 in." An exclusive report out by the Daily Mail earlier today, and it states Tottenham follow Newcastle in shutting down their player recruitment department as they are forced to put Jose Mourinho's summer transfer plans on hold due to the coronavirus crisis. Although exclusive, the article is very short, and it basically just states that the decision taken by Spurs means that the summer transfer plans will now be put on hold. Let's talk a little bit about HeungMin Son. Of course, he returned home to South Korea late last week for personal reasons. He is continuing his training at home in South Korea. Lots of reports out today by the media who are stating that he has got to complete mandatory national service for 1 month. It has been stated that the service is going to be taking place this summer. However, due to the season now being suspended, HeungMin has now been instructed to complete it now. Today is the 1st of April, and on this day in 2007, Tottenham played at White Hart Lane in the Premier League against Reading, with Spurs winning the game 1-0. On this day in 2012, 8 years ago, Tottenham played at home against Swansea, with Tottenham winning that game 3-1. On this day, back in 2017, that's 3 years ago, Tottenham played away at Burnley at Turf Moor, with Tottenham winning the game 2-0. And on this day, only 2 years ago, Tottenham played away at Chelsea, winning the game 3-1 at Stamford Bridge. It was our first win at Stamford Bridge in 28 years. Dele Alli got 2, Christian Eriksen got 1. What a day that was. Put all of your favourite memories of those games that I've mentioned in the comments section below. So yesterday we saw many media reports and of course the official statement by Daniel Levy and Tottenham Hotspur Football Club stating that 550 staff members at Spurs have been put on furlough, which means that they will only receive 80% of their wages and will now be paid by the government and not by the club. Well, today, Bournemouth Football Club have announced that Eddie Howe, their manager, has taken a pay cut to help out that club. Lots of other clubs have had players and management taking pay cuts as well. Today, former Tottenham manager Harry Redknapp has urged Premier League players to donate some of their wages from the heart so that other staff members can keep being paid 100% of their salary. Now, let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you see any of our Tottenham players or even Jose Mourinho coming out and saying that they are going to donate some of their money to the Tottenham staff to help them be paid 100%? Do you think that they should do that, or do you think that they should carry on as they are? Late last night, defender Foyth did an Instagram live video where he was answering questions. And he has suggested that he will find another club if Jose Mourinho doesn't pick him. Foyth said the following on the Instagram live video: "You always want to play to feel like a player and feel good. It isn't easy not to play either, but I don't know. We have to wait now for the transfer window to open. If I'm going to have any opportunities here, I will be very comfortable. And if they won't count on me, the best thing is to find another club." Foyth then went on to say, "I would like to stay in Europe. All leagues have a high level. My wish is to play at the highest level as long as I can. The main thing is to play." Now, what do you make of Foyth's comments? Would you like to keep him at the club, or would you ship him out of the club, get some money in, and then reinvest into a new player? A report out earlier today from the Yorkshire Evening Post, and they are stating that the Super League Grand Final could be switched to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. This year's Betfred Super League Grand Final could be played at our new home later this year. With the competition currently shut down due to the coronavirus outbreak, there is little chance of the title decider going ahead as scheduled on Saturday, October the 10th. Instead, the Yorkshire Evening Post understands one option being considered is to play the Coral Challenge Cup final on that day at Old Trafford in Manchester, with the grand final switched to November the 14th at Tottenham's new stadium. Lastly, as a bit of fun, I would like you to put in the comments section below who is your favourite ever Spurs player, who is your favourite ever manager, and your favourite ever Tottenham moment. We've all supported Tottenham over the years. What is your favourite ever moment? Please do put all of your memories and comments in the comments section below. So favourite player, favourite manager, and favourite Tottenham moment. Thanks for watching today's video. If you don't subscribe to the channel, please hit the subscribe button. The nominations now for the Football Content Awards have now ended, so thank you very much to all of you who voted for me. I think the shortlist is out on the 1st of May, so fingers crossed on that. So thanks very much for voting. I'll see you on the next video. Come on, you Spurs.